What's going on, everybody? Today we've got another Boker, and this was loaned in from my buddy Kyle from Kyle Lamphere YouTube channel. So I'll put a link down to his channel down below. So please go check him out. That would be greatly appreciated. It's always nice when people loan stuff in. We can get them a little love and attention also. So I know I always like that when I loan stuff out. So, hey, try to help a guy out. Anyway, what we have is the Boker Kalashnikov, and we've talked about these before. I've done a couple of videos from knives that my buddy Gil from Wild About Sporting Goods has loaned in. And I did an unboxing of my Desert Warriors. Yes, I just had to. But I didn't do a whole review on those. But they might come out for some size comparisons. Because this is just big. This is not a small knife at all. But these are super affordable, super functional. I believe this particular one is out of stock, but I will look and leave a link down below if I can find one. That if somebody has them in stock. Amazon might have some. I gotta check. And if so, I'll put a link. They're in that, again, most of them are in that $50, $60 range. But yeah, let's just, before we even dive into the specs, let's just kind of bring these out. And there is another size. So this is the mini, standard, the XL, and the XXL. I mean, why didn't they make an XXL donut? They need to make an XL and an XXL. I'm telling you, they need to do that. So, and you can hate all you want on the Desert Warriors, but they're pretty freaking awesome. They're dumb, but they're awesome because they're dumb. Because it's just colors. Who cares? It's just a color. So you can see this one has a Bowie blade, and it is just big. There's nothing you can say other than that. So let's put these guys off to the side, out of the way, because that's all we needed from them. And wow. Yeah. This is almost a two-handed sword, if you will. It barely fits in the new camera angle when it's opened and in my hand. So let's dive into the specs. Close length is 5 7/8. Overall is 10 5/8. Yeah, it's over 10 inches. The blade is 4.71 with a 4.5-inch cutting edge. This is D2 steel. It's 0.117 thick with an overall thickness of 0.562. And it weighs in at 6.4 ounces. So the XL version has a 3.82 blade. The standard is 3.25-inch blade, and the mini is a 2.5. Just to kind of give you some perspective, okay? They do have aluminum scales that are just coated. I don't know if they're powder coated or what, but then this one has the copper coated blade. This is the Desert Warrior, as opposed to the Desert Warriors over there. With the OD green handle, the copper blade, blacked out hardware. All in all, just a cool knife. Not a lot of branding on the blade. It's just, yeah, it's got the Kalashnikov 74 and Boker on there. But yeah, they carry really great. The pocket clip works perfectly fine. All in all, it's just a cool knife. Super great action. There's a slight bit of blade play, but that's very common with automatics. You're going to have a little bit of play. It's just kind of how it works. Kyle uses this and carries it. You would want to check your, well, you would like to be aware that these may or may not be permissible in your area. So I live in California. Automatic knives of this size are a no-go. Automatic knives of this 2.5 are a no-go. Need to be under 2 inches. Like, yeah, like legit. That's the way the ruling is written, is under 2 inches. So not 2 inches, but under 2 inches. So there are a couple of California legal automatic knives. So ProTech, I think, makes one that I've had on the channel. Microtech make one, and that might be it. I don't recall. I don't know all about them. Obviously, the Desert Warriors are mine, so I do own them. And I don't really carry those ones. Just I bought them because of the novelty factor, right? And as a YouTube channel and a knife reviewer, I figured I had to have them for instances like this, because that's what we do. And I do have a couple of other automatic knives, but honestly, I don't carry automatic knives that often. I have no problem carrying them. I have carried them in the past a lot, and I've never run into an issue. Again, I'm not somebody that gets, has a lot of police contact anyway, so there is that. But all in all, I really can't complain about this. It feels good in the hand. You can choke back on it. I'm not even sure what you would call that. To get more leverage if you wanted, I guess. Or you can kind of choke up and get some detailed work, or just give it a normal grip. It works. If you're into big overbuilt knives, or big knives, I'm not sure I would call this overbuilt, but if you're into the big knives, this is a great option that is kind of cool. So we'll do some size comparisons. It's a big knife when the Sharpie isn't even as big as the handle. Okay. Spyderco Delica. I should have brought some bigger knives over here. Actually, I might be able to grab one. The Spyderco Delica, the Holt Spectre. As I kind of reach over here and try to grab one that is on the shelf in its box, that is a bigger knife, that would be a good kind of size comparison. Give me a second there. And how about the Hellraiser? And last but certainly not least, another kind of odd shaped, since we're kind of in that mode, the Luther Design Orphan. Very cool flipper, awesome. I'm super glad to have this in my collection. But yeah, you can see this one has about the same sized handle, and this one you could carry. And I've done a video on this one. You can check the look at my channel. You can find it. So all in all, I think this is a very cool knife. Thanks, Kyle, for loaning it in. Please go check out Kyle's channel down below. And if I can find a link for this on Amazon or something, I'll put a link down there too, if you're interested. So thanks for watching, everyone. I do greatly appreciate it. Have yourselves an absolutely fantastic day, and we'll see you tomorrow.